Hey everybody, Craig Silliphant here from the Feedback Society, and I am joined on these Brady Bunch Zoom windows by my good friends Mitch Oliver and Jesse Sawitsky, the I guess director and producer and co-writers, I think, if I remember that correctly, of The Druid's Hand, the new short horror film that is premiering on June 3rd at 7:45 at the Broadway Theater as part of the Dark Bridges Film Festival, the return of the Dark Bridges Film Festival, really. So we talked a little while ago when this whole thing was kind of like, you were doing a Kickstarter and you had these ideas and you guys are all excited. And so there's another interview you can go watch if you want to check that out. But now fast forward, the Kickstarter was a big success. You went out and you shot the movie. You had lots of great talent involved, both locally and, a few people from a little further away. So Mitch, how was that experience of just getting to make that happen?
It was absolutely hands down the best experience of my life. It couldn't have been better. I think Jesse and I both we had so many moments while we were making the film that we would just kind of look at each other and just burst out laughing because we're like, holy shit, we did it. And it was so amazing. We ended up having like the best cast and crew. It was so funny. We just had a friend over who worked in the makeup department the other day. And it's like everyone was it was good, like being at summer camp where you don't really know anyone and you're all just kind of be like, hey, my name's this. And then by the end of the first night, we were all like bonded together with like such a strong connection, and it made the rest of the shoot so much fun. And yeah, everyone just excelled at what they did. It was amazing.
Nice. So, I know from working on other film things or writing or even music, you have an idea in your head and you know how you want this thing to look and sound. But oftentimes it comes out, hopefully better than you expected, but like it comes out sometimes a little bit different than you may have expected. Jesse, like, I don't know exactly what first cut you saw when it started to become like a good assembly cut, but like when you first started seeing that footage come together in a cohesive manner, like, how did you feel? What did you think?
It's really hard to explain that feeling. I wouldn't even say it took that long to even see an assembled cut. It was literally the first night we finished filming. We were just watching some of the dailies with our DP, and I had literally looked over to him, and I was just like, what did you do here? How are you making this look this good? None of us really had any clue what we were getting into, literally up until the moment that the cameras were rolling and things were happening. So it was, again, yeah, literally that first night of filming, just completely being blown away and just sort of being in that surreal moment of like, yeah, wow, we somehow put this together and it is literally happening right now in front of us. And and from there, pretty much every time in post-production when we would get another color graded couple of scenes back from our DP, and then when it was going through all of this final sound mixing and everything as well,
Jason Hamill.
Pretty much every one of those steps, it would just kind of send chills through my body again. So this whole process has really just been incredible, and I really couldn't be happier with how everything has turned out, and can't wait for people to see it.
Nice. So I know you guys offered me the chance to like watch a screener of it, and I was like, no, I want to wait till I can see it in the theater on June 3rd at the Broadway there. But Mitch, you know my tastes fairly well. Like, am I going to plots? Do you think I'm going to freak out? Am I going to really love it or what?
I think you're going to be a tough cookie to crack, but I hope you enjoy it. But I know you're someone who's we've been talking movies for years, and I highly respect your opinion, and I really hope you end up enjoying it. But I think that one thing that something that's important to be said is Jesse and we agreed before we even started doing this that we weren't setting out to reinvent the wheel. Right. We weren't trying to do anything that has never been done before. And that's not saying that our film is entirely unoriginal. It's saying that we wanted to pull off what we could with what we had. And we had the amazing amount of support from the community, specifically Alvina. The whole town came together to help this thing come together. And the whole Sawitsky family was just incredible. But like, it really, It turned out better than we thought it would.
Nice. Well, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see it. So we are doing a screening, as we said, on June 3rd at the Broadway Theater at 7:45, and I'm going to be there and doing it. We're going to screen the movie, and I'm going to do a Q&A with you guys. So we'll get much deeper into a lot of these questions about the making of the movie, and we're going to have a whole bunch of people there that were part of it. So I mean, Jesse, like, what else? What are we going to see that night?
Well, after the screening, we're going to have a full Q&A with the cast and crew there. We're going to be telling, all the dirty secrets about, from the very early stages of me and Mitch getting together and first writing the initial screenplay and all that good stuff, and just, leading up into the production side of things, and probably, getting to hear some of the stories from post-production as well. And then after that, we have an after party happening at Black Cat Tavern, which is literally just about half a block away from the theater, so it's nice and close for everybody to come check it out. We have local band Fancy Diamonds playing that night as well. Like the lead singer and guitar player from Fancy Diamonds is Dylan Evans, who also worked on our sound crew for the short film too, so we're super excited to be able to support him in some way there as well. And it's just going to be a super fun night, and we're just hoping that everybody is there to take part and can finally see what we were able to put together just shy of a year ago. So,
and Jesse will take his shirt off.
And so I know you guys you've sold like almost the full theater, but I think there's about 15% of the tickets left there, Mitch?
Yeah, as of right now, we are nearing the 85% capacity. Like, we are filled 85% of the way. So if people are wanting to be there, they need to go to the Broadway Theater and go to the website and look for the Druid's Hand and pick up a ticket. It's $7, or I think is it $7? Yeah, I think it's $7. But yeah,
that'll compensate you for whatever you have to pay over.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Talk to Tara. That's her gig. But you need to get a ticket. We want to remind everyone that if you did contribute to the Kickstarter, first of all, thank you so much, because you were part of the reason we were able to do this. But also, in a lot of the perks, like, some people may think that they had bought a ticket to the premiere. We ask you to please sign into your Kickstarter accounts, double check to make sure that you did in fact grab one of the tickets, because the last thing we want is to be not letting people see this who want to see it. And this is only happening this one night. It's not going to happen again in Saskatoon. So please come out and celebrate this huge W with us.
Yeah. So June 3rd, the Broadway Theater, the Druid's Hand, 7:45, after party at the Black Cat. Mitch Oliver, Jesse Sawitsky, thank you so much, guys. And we will see you on June 3rd.
Thank you, Craig.
Thanks, Craig.